Santa, I've been good this year. Make your list and check it twice. I'll leave you a note right here underneath the Christmas lights. Carols and bells, none of them help. I still feel blue. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas. I don't need a fancy watch. You can give the elves a break. No, you can't make it in the shop. You can't put it on your sleigh. You know me so well that nobody else can do what you do. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas. I just wanna fall in love. Save the wrapping paper, your ribbon and bow. I don't need that extra stuff. Oh, I just wanna fall in love. Santa, I've been good this year. Make your list and check it twice. I'll leave you a note right here underneath the Christmas lights. You know me so well and nobody else can do what you do. I just wanna fall in love this Christmas. I just wanna fall in love. Fall in love. Just wanna fall in love.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to Hayley's Space. My name's Hayley, I'm a nurse and knitter from Melbourne, Australia. This is Vlogmas week 4. I can't believe I'm saying that already. Christmas is in a couple of days. Tomorrow is literally Christmas Eve. Today is Monday the 23rd. And you would have seen yesterday, we have arrived in Colorado. We are here in Colorado visiting my boyfriend's dad. He's been living here since 2019. And we've been here a couple of times, mainly to go skiing with my boyfriend and his family. But this time we're just visiting for Christmas through to mid-Jan-ish. So yes, we left Melbourne yesterday and arrived last night, and it was a pretty decent couple of flights. I think we flew through Dallas, so Dallas was quite busy. Also, I'm just going to do my makeup while I'm talking to you, hope that's okay. Dallas was quite busy. The customs line was insanely long, but it only took us about 40 minutes to get through customs, which wasn't too bad. Like, the line was moving the whole time, so that was pretty good. And then yeah, we flew from Dallas here to Denver, and we're here until the weekend because on Saturday we fly to Orlando, Florida to go to Disney World. So we're here for Christmas, and then we quickly head off on the weekend to Florida. So today we are heading into Denver for the afternoon. We are going to go get my nails done, hopefully, if the nail places aren't too busy. As I said, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so we'll suss the vibe, see how busy the different nail places are. Callum can always go off and do the Christmas shopping whilst I do my nails. We've got quite a bit of time this afternoon, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I got to get my nails done. We got to do some Christmas shopping. I need to pop into like Target or something to get some bits and bobs that I left behind. Like, I forgot my face wash, which I desperately need. So I'll pop in there. We also are going to go to the Denver Christmas market, or it's called the Christkindl market, this evening, which is really exciting. I saw one of my friends who lives here, she visited it the other night, and I was like, okay, that's definitely going on our list of things to do, because it looks so magical and so beautiful. And what I was hoping our Christmas market in Melbourne last week would be like, which it didn't end up being, but that's okay. So yeah, we're going to that this evening. We're going to go see some Christmas lights in the city, and then we're heading out for dinner with my boyfriend's dad. So pretty busy afternoon, but I'm excited. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited for Christmas to literally be around the corner. As I said, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so I've been trying to think of what sort of festive things I want to do tomorrow. I'm definitely getting in the Christmas spirit, and I think the Christmas market tonight is definitely gonna make me feel very festive. So I'm thinking we'll grab some bits and bobs from Target or something today, just for tomorrow, like maybe like a Christmas puzzle. And I definitely want to do some baking tomorrow, so I'm having a think of what I want to make. I think I want to make some Christmas cookies, maybe some chocolate chip cookies, and maybe like some fruit mince pies or something involved that I can like spend my time doing tomorrow whilst, you know, watching Christmas movies or listening to Christmas music. That's kind of the vibe that I have in my head right now. I'm really excited to be taking you along with me this week. As I said, it's the last week of Vlogmas, which is really surreal, and I've enjoyed every single minute of Vlogmas so far. Also, this morning we hit a milestone. This channel hit 3,000 subscribers this morning when I woke up. I saw that, and thank you so much to all of you. Thank you for all of you who have joined me through Vlogmas and have chosen to subscribe. If you haven't already, please do join this little community. Leave me a comment if you're new as well. I see all of you commenting throughout the Vlogmases. As I said last week, I don't get around to replying to everybody, but I do read every single comment that comes through. I get a little notification on my phone. So thank you to all of you who have left comments, and yeah, leave me a comment if you're new. And subscribe as well if you're new. Plenty of fun things planned for the new year, so subscribe so you can keep up with all of that. I just finished my concealer off camera because the bouncing around was annoying me. I'm a little bit shaky though because Callum and I had some pre-workout this morning. We did a little workout together, and it hasn't worn off yet, so my hands are still really shaky. I do love my caffeine, and I did have a coffee this morning before I had pre-workout, so I'm kind of buzzing right now. I'm trying to like calm myself down. As for the knitting I brought, I might put some B-roll in now while I talk about the different knitting projects that I brought with me, just because we are leaving in like 30 minutes, so I won't have time to show you each individual thing. But I did quite a bit on the plane yesterday. I didn't do the things that I said that I would in last week's video. But I worked on my Ingrid sweater by Petite knit. I have finished the back yoke of that sweater now, so I just need to give it a bit of a block and check my gauge, because it looks different from the pictures, and I'm guessing that's because it hasn't been blocked yet. It's all over texture, so I know that the texture will block out differently per section, so that will change the way that it looks and the way that it fits. So I just want to give it a bit of a block and just see how it's looking at the moment. So I did that. I finished the back yoke before we even got on the plane. And then I did some sweater surgery at the end of last week's video, which you would have seen. If you've been keeping up with the podcast, I did make my boyfriend a Northland sweater, which is another pattern by Petite Knit, for his birthday back in July. And it didn't fit him, it was too short in the body. Everywhere else fit fine, just the length was too short. So I promised him that I would take it back and do some sweater surgery and knit it longer. And I've only just got around to doing that now. So he's getting the same gift twice in 1 year. Because I picked up all the stitches and I cut the ribbing off in the end of last week's vlog. Then I worked on the body on the plane and finished that up. And then I did the ribbing on the flight from Dallas to Denver. And I finished it. I did a couple more rows this morning on the ribbing. I'd done 15 rows of ribbing in total. And so I'm going to get him to try it on this morning just to see if it does actually fit him properly. Otherwise I will add some more ribbing to it. So those two projects I did some work on the plane. Then this morning I picked up another gift knit for my boyfriend, which are my mountain pine socks, which is a colorwork sock pattern by Stone Knits. And these are the socks that I was hoping to work on the plane on the way here. But I did not touch them. I've only finished most of one sock, so I'm up to working on the foot now of the first sock. I don't think I'm gonna have them done in time for Christmas, which I'm not that happy about, but it's okay. There's not much I can do about that. I'm not gonna force myself to finish something because it's a gift and it's supposed to be made with like love and patience and things like that, and my boyfriend is not bothered either way. I'm pretty sure he's probably already forgotten about them. Yeah, I'm just gonna work on those slowly over this trip and hopefully he'll be able to wear them while we're here. And then I also brought some more yarn for my Ingrid sweater so I can pick up for the shoulders. I brought 3 balls of the drops lima to work on that. And then I also brought some drops fabel and a spare pair of sock needles for Christmas Eve cast on. I'm going to cast on some cabled socks for myself tomorrow. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to cast on just yet. I haven't picked a pattern, that's tomorrow's job. But I really want to cast that on tomorrow evening. I didn't have a Christmas Eve cast on last year because I was working Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So it'll be nice this year to have a little cast on for myself. Now I need to pick an eyeshadow color. Let's go with that. I'll show you. These are Huda Beauty palettes. My friend gave them to me because she wasn't using them. So I might pick from one of these like shimmery shades. Anyway, this is not a makeup channel. I only use drugstore makeup, really. I don't splurge on makeup. These are probably the nicest things that I own. And as I said, my friend gave them to me. So I don't really buy nice makeup for myself. But anyway, what was I saying? Knitting. So yeah, Christmas Eve cast on tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. I'll let you know what pattern I end up choosing. But I think that's all the knitting that I brought with me. That sounds about right. Yeah, I didn't want to bring too much. As I said last week, I'm going to be buying yarn as well. I'm going to look today as well before we leave to see if there are any yarn stores in Denver near where we're going to be that I can go and check out. But most of my yarn shopping I'm hoping will be in Chicago in the new year. We're heading to Chicago January, oh my god, I don't actually know. So yeah, I'm hoping to do some yarn shopping there, but quite a few of the yarn stores are not close to where we're staying in Chicago, so we'll just see. So I didn't bring a lot of knitting because I knew that I was going to buy yarn. I'm excited for today. I'm excited for this week. I'll be ending this vlog probably on Friday night. So what's that? The 27th. Just because we're heading to Disney on Saturday and I won't be vlogging that trip. I'm going to take a break from vlogging and I'm going to enjoy my holiday. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm going to finish up my makeup. I am going to wear my Maxine sweater today. Let me quickly show you that and talk you through it. You will have seen this probably on my Instagram, or if you're keeping up with the podcast, you would have seen that. I also vlogged. Me! Callum's here laughing because he thinks that was hilarious. I don't. I vlogged the making of this sweater. This is a pattern by Laura Penrose from Penrose Knits. I test knit this sweater for her. It is a circular yoke colorwork sweater with a 2x2 rib turtleneck. Yeah, and it's very festive and I'm very excited to wear it. I kind of made it as like my Christmas sweater this year. So I'm hoping I'm not getting makeup on it anywhere. This is made using Bendigo Woolen Mill's Classic A-ply. Everything, all the knits that I wear, mention, yarns that I talk about, everything, that'll all be in the description below. So if you see something that I'm wearing and I'm not talking about it, it'll be down there. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. I'm really excited. I'm wearing a thermal underneath as well. And I'm getting really hot. But I'm hoping that wearing this thermal and that 100% wool sweater will mean that I don't need to wear a coat today. I don't like carrying my coat if I get too hot. So hopefully that will be enough, these two. I'm packing a beanie as well, which is a Drops Design free pattern beanie. I will link it down below as well. But yes, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy this week's vlog, and I will chat to you a little bit later today. Good morning, everyone. Happy Christmas Eve. I'm so happy. I think there's a plane or something outside. Sorry for all the noise. But I have been up for a couple of hours now. Callum's still asleep. And I have been working on his sweater. He tried it on yesterday morning before we left and it was still too short by like maybe an inch or 2 inches. So I'm still extending the ribbing. You can see where I picked up the stitches just here, and then I've done 20 rows of ribbing. I think I'm just going to do 5 more and then bind off. But last night we went into Denver, which was lovely. It was about a 1 hour like tram or train ride. I think they call it the light rail here. But yeah, it was a 1 hour ride into Denver and then back out again. And yeah, we walked around town. A lot of the shops were closing because we got into town at around 3:34ish. So a lot of the shops were like closing, so we didn't really get to do as much as we wanted to do. Like the yarn shop was closed, we popped into Target, but they didn't really have what I wanted. I got my face wash and things like that, but they didn't have like that much in the way of festive stuff. They didn't have any Christmas pajamas either. It was quite a small Target, so I'm not surprised. And then we went to the Christkindl market, which was so busy but so nice. I did spill mulled wine on my Maxine sweater, so I'm going to try and get that out today and hope that it hasn't stained it. It's like 2 big like drops on the bottom ribbing. It's quite obvious when I'm wearing it, so that kind of dampened my mood quite a bit. But we really enjoyed the market. We got some food and looked at some of the stalls, but yeah, it was very, very busy. So we weren't there for too long. We were maybe there for an hour before we needed to head back out and get the light rail back so that we could head to dinner with Callum's dad, which was so lovely. I had like a deconstructed burger. Callum had baby back ribs, and I think his dad had like a salad or something. But they had this gluten-free souffle, which was so delicious. So yeah, it was a very festive day yesterday. It was quite cold. Callum didn't bring a coat, but I was okay with my thermal and my Maxine until it got like quite dark. But once we were on the light rail, it was fine. It was nice and warm in there, so it was all right. But today is Christmas Eve. And Callum's dad is working until 3 o'clock this afternoon, so we're just hanging out here at home. I just finished watching the Santa Claus, the first one, because I kind of wanted to have a marathon today, but I did watch the second one a couple of weeks ago, so I'm thinking later I might just watch the third, which is my favourite. But right now I've just put on Narnia Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe, which isn't really a Christmas movie, but it feels festive to me. I mean, Santa is in it, so surely that makes it a Christmas movie. But yeah, I'm gonna go up and have a shower and get changed. I am very cozy right now. This is not my dressing gown. This is just one that is here at this house for when visitors come, and it is so soft and so cozy. I love it. But yeah, I'm gonna go get changed, pick out which hand-knit sweater I'm gonna wear today, and then continue working on this sweater. I also want to get around to doing some baking today, so I think I'm gonna have a look in the cupboard and see what baking stuff is in there. Callum's dad was saying he has no idea what kind of baking stuff is available in the house, so I'm just gonna have a look at what's in the pantry and in the fridge. And I need to make a grocery list anyway, so if I need some baking stuff, I'll just write that down on the list, and we're going to go shopping this afternoon to get what we need. Callum is still sleeping, so once he's awake I think I'll feel a little bit more like festive, because right now it's just me kind of alone in the house. And for me, Christmas is very much like a family time, like sitting around together, whether that literally just be sitting on the couch watching movies kind of thing. As long as my family is all together, then I feel festive. I did FaceTime my parents yesterday, and they were having a lovely Christmas Eve. Obviously they're a day ahead of us, so I'm gonna call them in a couple of hours. I wonder what time it is in Perth right now. It's 2:30 in the morning in Perth right now on Christmas Day, so in a couple of hours I will give them a ring, obviously to wish them Merry Christmas, and see what they're up to. But yeah, yesterday I think it was raining apparently. So they just had a cozy day indoors, setting up for their big Christmas celebration today. All our family are going to their house. My parents cook amazing food for Christmas. They picked up the seafood yesterday and they went to the butcher last week, so I'll see if I can get them to send me a picture of their big spread that they've done this year, and I can pop it in here so you guys can see what my family's Christmas is like in Australia. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe for today. We're taking it slow, being cozy, watching Christmas movies, doing some knitting. I'm not sure when I want to do my Christmas Eve cast on. I think I might save it till tonight when we watch Polar Express, and I might cast it on while the movie is going. I hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas. I think what's been really cool about like this channel and making friends, like knitting friends all across the world, and also watching knitting YouTubers from across the world, is seeing different people's traditions and seeing how they spend their Christmases. So please let me know in the comments what kind of Christmas traditions you have, because I'd love to hear. And I'm always trying to find new traditions to do every year. It's kind of hard when you're young and you're moving around and, you know, we're traveling and our family's all over the place to establish kind of set traditions. But I know one day, once I have my own family, I want Christmas to be a big thing. So let me know what traditions you have, and maybe I'll adopt some for my family in the future. But yeah, that's kind of it for today. I think I'll update you again a little bit later this afternoon. I'm going to try and steam block this today. So hopefully get rid of the difference in the textures. This is new yarn as well. I didn't use the frogged yarn for any of this, so really I didn't think steam blocking did anything to this sweater, but you really can see the difference in the texture, and hopefully it loosens up the ribbing a bit as well. But yeah, that's me for today. Happy Christmas Eve. Let's get festive. Good evening, everyone. It's so blue because the sun is almost down now. It's, what time is it, Cal? It's almost 5 p.m. I think? Yeah, 4:45. Thank you. And we've had a pretty slow, chill day, which has been nice. You would have seen this morning I worked on a Callum's Northland sweater, and I have finished that. It's downstairs now. It needs a block, but he's tried it on. He's happy with it. So then I did the tubular bind off at the bottom, which looks fantastic. I realized this year that my problem with Italian bind off was that I was always doing it way too tight because I was worried that it was just going to be like too loose. I knit really tight because I don't like the look of things being loose, and so my Italian bind off was like the same. So I've started doing it like quite loose, and it looks so much better that way, and so much neater. So I did that, got that finished. Again, just needs a block now, so that is done and dusted. I don't think I'm going to wrap it and put it under the tree. It needs to be blocked first, so I might do that tomorrow, so that he can wear it over the next couple of days, hopefully. Today I am wearing my 1031 sweater. This is a pattern by Ozetta. I vlogged this one as well, so I'll link the vlog for that down below. But we went out, we did some grocery shopping, we went and got all the stuff that we need for cooking tomorrow. I'm going to make a pecan pie. I didn't manage to do any baking today because there was no sugar in the house, and so we waited for Callum's dad to come home so we could go to the grocery store and get some sugar. But it's just too late now to do any of that stuff, so I'm going to make a pecan pie tomorrow, and I'm thinking maybe some chocolate chip cookies as well. But yeah, we got bits and bobs for lunch as well. We've got a ham and a turkey and some sides and stuff. I'm going to make some carrots. So yeah, I think we're pretty much set for Christmas Day tomorrow, which is really exciting. Now tonight, we're going to get cozy. I'm going to get out of these jeans because I hate wearing jeans around the house. I want to put my leggings back on and my Christmas socks, and we're going to go down and sit on the couch and watch some Christmas movies. Obviously watch Polar Express. That's a tradition in my family to watch Polar Express every year on Christmas Eve. And I've just finished the rounds as well, calling all my family. I've spoken to my parents because right now it is Christmas morning there, whereas it's Christmas Eve evening here, which is kind of crazy. Spoke to my granddad, all of that jazz. So I think we're having pizza tonight, which I'm really excited about. We love pizza, so very excited to have that. But I wanted to quickly talk about my Ingrid sweater. So this is the back yoke that I finished on the plane, and it looks great. I love it. I'm obsessed. And I was going to block it, but it's just going to take too long to dry in this weather after blocking it. So I did measure my gauge, just as is now, and my stitch gauge and my row gauge are actually perfect if you stretch it a little bit. So I'm assuming that with like a solid amount of blocking, it's going to stretch out even more. So I think my concerns are just with the fact that it is textured, so it is cinched in a lot more than it will be when it's finished. So I am going to pick up the shoulders tonight. I think that's my plan. I'm really keen to get a move on this. I packed 3 balls of this yarn and I have a ball currently connected. So I've got quite a bit of yarn. So if I can finish maybe 1 of the shoulders tonight, maybe 2, that would be awesome. So that's my plan. I do want to do a Christmas Eve cast on as well with my socks, but I don't think I'll talk to you again tonight. So if I cast those on, I'll probably show them to you in the morning. I'll quickly show you the yarn though. So this is the Drops Fabel that I brought. Again, the lighting is really blue because the sun's going down, but it's this like caramelly brown sort of colour. That's quite realistic actually in terms of the colour. It's colour 101, and I want to make cable socks with this yarn, so might cast that on tonight. But I also have some of this Scandi wool by Annette Erikson, and this is leftover from Callum's Northland sweater, and I might cast on like a beanie or something with this yarn. I have quite a bit. I have 1.5 balls left of this stuff, so maybe I'll cast on like a beanie or something. But yeah, that's kind of the plans for tonight. Chill vibes. I'm ready to get cozy and warm. I think the fire might be on, but yes, that's the plan for this evening. I will probably chat to you tomorrow morning on Christmas Day.
Holly hanging across the door, neighbors singing tales of yore. It's so close, hardly can wait. Waking up on Christmas, children dreaming without a care. 'Tis the season most everywhere, so come home. There's no better place, waking up on Christmas Day. Tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in the street. Presents tied up with a string for you and me. So grab your stocking above the fire, bells are rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same, waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day. Tinsel wrapped around the tree, snowflakes dancing in the street. Presents stocking above the fire. Bells are rocking to the choir. No, nothing else is the same. Waking up on Christmas Day. Waking up on Christmas Day.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, the 27th of December, and I thought I'd pop on here and close off this vlog. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day were so wonderful. Christmas Eve we watched Polar Express, obviously, and we also watched A Christmas Carol, the one with Jim Carrey in it, which I feel like was a perfect Christmas Eve movie. And then Christmas Day we woke up, got ready straight away and started preparing the food. We had like a honey baked ham that was pre-cooked, and we had potatoes and corn on the cob, and some other bits and bobs, really. Too much food for the three of us, but that's the way Christmas always goes, isn't it? Which was lovely, and I did make a pecan pie for dessert, and honestly it's probably the worst pie I've ever made. It's hard, I think, cooking in somebody else's kitchen and not knowing like how their ovens work and things like that. So yeah, it's difficult as well to make gluten-free pastry, especially short crust pastry. That's really tricky. So and then I definitely cooked it for too long as well. So when it's warmed up and smothered in ice cream, it's kind of okay. But yeah, definitely not my finest hour. In addition to that, when I was cooking the potatoes, we made smashed potatoes, where you boil the potatoes, you squash them on a tray, like flatten them out like cookies, douse them in oil, salt, pepper, seasoning, all of that, and then you air fry them. Or you can roast them as well, but I think just the air fryer just works better. And they go all crispy and yummy. Whilst I was doing that, I was getting out the first batch from the air fryer, and because there's like hot rods above it where the tray goes in, I was pulling the tray out and the baking paper touched the hot rods and the baking paper caught on fire. That was weird. Yes, the baking paper caught on fire, and good thing there was a sink right next to the air fryer, so it was fine. But yeah, also not my finest hour. I'm very clumsy as a person. I feel like no matter how hard I try to be careful and be mindful and things like that, things will always go wrong. I'll always spill something, break something, burn something. It's just inevitable with me, no matter where I go. Anytime I have a hot drink, I will spill it. For example, my Maxine, which now has a stain on it, which I'll show you from the other night. I still haven't tried to get it out yet, but yeah, anytime I have a hot drink or food or something, it will always end on my body or on the floor or on somebody else. So of course I lit something on fire. I said to Callum, whenever we have like events or anything, we've got to start doing clumsy Hayley bingo, and you can just cross off when I spill something, or cross off when I break something, or light something on fire. So yeah, it had to happen. Good thing it didn't set off the fire alarms or the sprinklers, because I think that would have been just absolutely mortifying. I probably would have just never recovered. Anyway, so that was lovely, and then in the evening we watched some American football on the TV. I think it was like the Washington Commanders versus something Eagles. I don't really know, but I'm getting my head around the rules. We are heading to the football next weekend, so I feel like I'm getting it now, which is good. It makes sense, kind of. So I feel like I can watch a game now and understand what's going on. So yeah, we did that, and then Callum's dad surprised us with a trip to this Polar Express ice sculpture experience, and also to a circus, which was at the same place, and that was so magical. I was not expecting that at all, and yeah, that was wonderful. So you would have seen some clips from that. And then yesterday was Boxing Day, which is not a day off in America, which is crazy to me, but anyway, like Americans really don't get any holidays, which is shocking. But we had a really chill morning, slept in, and we went out for dinner at this Mexican place, which was gorgeous. It has a view overlooking the Rockies. If you're ever in Denver, definitely check out La Loma, I think it's what it's called. It has these massive windows, and we were there at like 4:30 for the sunset, which was incredible. I'll put I'll put a picture in here. And the food was amazing too, really good margaritas, so that was really nice. And then we came home and watched Love Actually and The Holiday. Tomorrow we're heading to Orlando, Florida. I'm very excited, and that's gonna be amazing. I've booked all our lightning lanes, I've booked all our dining, all of that stuff, so we're pretty much ready to go now. But yeah, that means that Vlogmas for 2024 is over. I'm kind of gonna miss vlogging. I already said to Callum, not vlogging yesterday felt really weird, like not capturing little clips of our day and, you know, catching up and things like that. But yeah, that's kind of it for this year, which is insane. I am going to be taking a break from like socials and everything like that whilst we're at Disney, just to enjoy our trip. But that's it for Vlogmas 2024. Let me recap my knitting, at least the knitting I have with me. So you will have seen on Christmas Day when we went to the ice experience, Callum wore his Northland sweater, which is here. I still haven't blocked the bottom, but he wore it anyway because I think he was excited, and it's stunning. But this yarn is itchy. He wore a t-shirt underneath it, which was fine, but his arms, he said, was still itchy. So definitely, if you're sensitive, probably wouldn't recommend this type of yarn. And then if you're gifting as well, maybe this yarn is not the right one to go with, just in case the person you're gifting to is sensitive. But it looks fantastic, it looks great on him. I'm so happy that he'll be able to wear it while we're here. We're doing laundry today, so I might get out the iron and steam that. But yeah, I'm glad that's done. I still have that 1.5 balls left of this yarn. I think I'm just going to take it home. I think I have 3 balls in total, including this one, so I can make a beanie or something out of it. Callum doesn't wear beanies, so there's no point making him a matching beanie, but yeah, maybe I'll make something for me. Now my Ingrid sweater, I made a heap of progress on Christmas Eve. I finished up the back yoke, which you will have seen, and I actually knit both the shoulders and joined for the front yoke on Christmas Eve, which was insane. I did not think I would get that far. I did the short rows here, which I think look great, and the eyelet row, and I've just done 1 row on the front yoke. So now I'm going to start the diamond pattern again. I think I'm going to take this one to Disney. I might work on it on the plane. I think technically it's only like 2 or 3 hours, but I think we jump forward in time. I think. Anyway, I'll have to look at it, but I will take this on the plane, I think. Then as for my boyfriend's socks, I did not finish these in time to gift for Christmas, which is fine. Again, he's not fussed. When I showed him that clip of me the other day saying he probably forgot about them, he was like, no, I haven't forgot. So bless, he knows they're in the works. But I can't remember what I actually showed you, or if I actually talked about these at all, but I joined the stitches for the heel and the foot together again. And I really thought this type of heel would not have massive holes, but there are bigger holes in this heel than there are for my regular slip stitch heel flap and gusset. Like, that hole is massive, and I'm gonna have to seam it up, and it's same on the other side. Like, that is just insane to me how big that is. So I was really hoping this type of heel wouldn't do that. You can always seam it up, but it's just one of those things where it's like, have I done something wrong? Or like, I want a heel that is not gonna do that. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. And then Pascal, he's not finished. He's not done. I started working on his head, and now it's time to pick up stitches for the bottom of his mouth. But I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I need to go buy some eyes, but I realized I also didn't bring any stuffing. So he might not be done in time, and I might not get to wear him, but I will take him to Disney anyway, and even if I don't finish him in time for this trip, I can finish him up and have him on my shelf in my new room when I get home. Then, last thing is my Christmas Eve cast on. I wanted to cast on some socks, some cable socks, as I told you, of the Drops Fabel, and I cast on the Togetherness socks. I can't remember who wrote the pattern, but it'll be linked below. And I have only done half of the ribbing. It is a 1x1 rib cuff, and I don't know how long the pattern suggests the ribbing to be, but I think I'm going to do 20 rows, which is my usual. And I think this is maybe 12, 10, maybe 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 8 rows of ribbing that I've done. Not me thinking I've done 12 rows. So that's all I've done on those socks. That's the knitting update, that's it. Which is crazy. I feel like I knit a lot, but also not a lot this month. I don't know, I'll have to watch back these vlogs and see. But yeah, that's it for Vlogmas 2024. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it this year, and I'm excited to do vlogs next year. I wanted to start vlogging the Ingrid sweater, but I didn't start that vlog whilst I was at home, so I think I might start it like now-ish. So that vlog's just going to be a bit janky at the start and might include some Vlogmas footage here and there, which I hope is okay for you guys. But yeah, I really want to take you along with me for the rest of knitting up that sweater, because I think it'll be done fairly quickly, especially with a long plane ride coming up in a couple of weeks when we fly home. I think I'll work on it a lot then as well. Thank you again for joining me. As always, everything will be linked down below, and if you're new here, definitely subscribe and like this video. That way you can see what's coming out in the new year. I've got a knitting recap that I filmed when I was back at home a couple weeks ago that'll be going up hopefully in a couple weeks time, but as I said, I'll be taking a week off from socials and YouTube, so no video from me next week, but the week after that you'll see my recap hopefully. That'll have all the things that I knit in 2024 in it. I'm excited to watch everybody's recap videos. I know a couple people have brought some out already. That'll be out soon, and I hope you enjoy that as well. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast and get ready to go out. Thank you so much for joining me this year. If you spent your December with me and watched all of these Vlogmas videos, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your time and this space with me. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. And yeah, see you in the new year.